Hello and welcome to TT Miniatures. And today we're going to talk about tanks used in Stalingrad. This isn't all of them, this is just what I produced for my Stalingrad Mega Battle. The first one here, the first one I actually painted was the Panza IV. I think, Laurie, you can see that, can you? Fantastic, he's nodding. That might be that he's falling slightly asleep, or it could be that he's actually affirming it. Yes, a nice kit from Warlord. It's the original Warlord kit, which is part metal and parts resin. And it's not a great tank because most people think, particularly late war, the German tanks are really capable, that they've got really heavy guns on them. This has basically, in games terms, got a light howitzer, and it's okay for knocking out troops who are dug in and stuff. So, it's usable in Stalingrad, but don't look to it to take on T-34s, otherwise it will die. And I've learnt that to my cost, and I think in the forthcoming Stalingrad Mega Battle stuff with Ministry of Miniatures, we see how well used or isn't with this kit. So, okay, next kit, very similar. Similar. It's a Stug 3 with precisely the same gun, effectively, as the previous Panzer IV, and in bolt action, once again, it's not great. It's, to be honest, they're fine if they're supporting infantry to knock out infantry in cover, or even better, infantry in the open. And so, that fits with some of the historical records that these were really here to support the German army on the ground, and they saw themselves as more mobile artillery opposed to than aggressive tankers. Next tank is, I won't go too heavily on this because I've featured it elsewhere. I love this kit. I've actually got three of them assembled. This is a Panza III. Basically, if you're going to be going up against T-34s, this is basically almost a mirror image in terms of rules. We haven't got the full new rules out yet, but yeah, this has got an anti-tank gun on it. So the Germans have starting to produce stuff that's going to take out T-34s and can deal with lighter armour actually fairly easily. So any light tanks, don't be afraid about putting this up against them. T-34, it's going to be a 50-50, subject to the new rules. This is an upgun version, the L variant of the Panza III. So it's got a longer gun on it. That is there to take on tanks, and they're used very effectively, sadly, against the British in the desert, and were rightly feared. I haven't seen, because we haven't got the new rule book, the German stuff out yet. That comes out in about a month's time, but we'll see precisely how good or bad this is then. But yeah, this is the sort of thing you want to be putting up against the T-34s. This is actually quite a diddy tank. They're captured off the Czechs, and the manufacturing was captured when the Germans blitzkrieg Czech Republic. And this is a Panzer 38T, and it's got a light anti-tank gun and a couple of medium machine guns on it. It's a nice little model, really quite titchy. Early war blitzkrieg, it's fine. It's okay, even if it comes up against some of the particularly Soviet armor, the really basic stuff it can take on. But really, by the time you've got Stalingrad, don't expect it to be doing anything anti-tank, and don't lose sight of that. Just use it really to take in dug-in infantry. And it's going to be less effective now that the machine guns have been slightly nerfed, but I think that's more realistic. But yeah, fun little thing, but early war, and don't expect great things of it, particularly against another tank. Now, I've mentioned this one briefly before, but I love this kit, and I think about doing another one. And after seeing quite a few of the original pictures from World War II, and I've also got a book here called Beutepanzers of World War II from Osprey, which details all sorts of captured tanks. I think it Beutepanzer directly translates to trophy tank, and so the Germans were well documented for capturing enemy tanks and equipment in general and putting it into use. And by mounting a specific crewman for it, a panzer commander with the appropriate colouring on, and giving a bit of weathering, and the German grey of the time, covered in Balkenkreuzes, just to demark that it was part of the German army. It's got real character on the tabletop. But going forwards in the future, I'd really like to finish some Panzer IIs off, maybe get some Panzer Is. I'd also be really appreciate any pictures that anyone can find, or anything that they can give me links to any other tanks that were used during this period. And it could be, you know, a bit like the Beutepanzer. It could be something that's captured. But if there's any other German armour that people think I should be aware of, please comment, let me know. Thank you for watching.